Hi everyone, and welcome again to Nettle, the go-to place to learn about finance, econometrics, data analytics, and much more. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that bell notification button below so that you never miss fresh videos and tutorials you might be interested in. My name is Sava, and today, in this very short video, we're going to learn the sandwich method for calculating the covariance matrix of a maximum likelihood model. In two previous videos, we learned about the OPG method, the outer product of gradients, and the Hessian matrix approach for calculating the standard errors of the models estimated with maximum likelihood. And we applied them to a gauge model. However, both of them have some substantial limitations. The outer product of gradients approach, for instance, performs poorly in small samples and tends to underestimate standard errors, so that inflates type 1 error. And the Hessian matrix, while it's also quite conceptually challenging, for instance, it requires calculations of second-order derivatives. Again, OPG method is not necessarily very computationally simple because that requires only first-order gradient, so for only first-order derivative, but requires its calculation for each and every observation, so that can also be challenging from a computational structure perspective. But what the Hessian model, Hessian approach suffers from is that when there is any sort of misspecification in our model, for instance, we do not account for autocorrelation heteroscedasticity, if there are omitted variables or some other structure in the data that we have not explicitly accounted for, the standard errors of the Hessian matrix approach can be quite a lot off. However, the combination of both of them, of the Hessian method and the OPG method together, which is the sandwich method, where we combine the Hessian matrix and the outer product of gradients matrix together, is resolving this particular problem. So when we address both of those methods and combine them together, we produce an estimate of the covariance matrix of our maximum likelihood parameters, or estimators, that is robust to misspecification. And this approach is called the robust approach. In many implementations of the gauge model in software, for instance, a lot of Python packages produce this sort of approach as a robust covariance matrix estimator by default. And obviously the sandwich method is not unique to maximum likelihood estimations. We have also seen how it is applied in OLS regressions and OLS covariance matrix specifications when we have to, for instance, adjust for heteroscedasticity. And there, the Huber-White estimate of standard errors that we covered in one of the earlier videos is indeed a sandwich estimator itself. So let's learn how to apply the sandwich estimator for maximum likelihood models. For that, we obviously need the OPG and Hessian matrices already estimated, and we have got them estimated in a couple of previous videos. So this is the covariance matrix from the outer product of gradients approach, and here is the covariance matrix from the Hessian matrix approach. And the idea is that we have to combine them together. So matrix multiply the covariance matrix from the Hessian matrix approach onto an inverted covariance matrix from the outer product of gradients method, and on the right hand side we further matrix multiplied on the Hessian covariance matrix. So we see that it's indeed a sandwich estimator because we kind of squish the inverse OPG matrix between the two Hessians, and that produces also a 4x4 matrix which can be used for all intents and purposes as a covariance matrix. So let's compare the standard errors from the three methods together. Obviously the standard errors are the square roots of the diagonal elements, as those diagonal elements are variances of individual model parameters. Obviously we can use the off-diagonal elements of the covariance matrices for things like wall tests, but most commonly we just use the diagonal elements for the standard error calculations. And what we see here is that the standard errors that we have obtained from the sandwich method are much higher than the ones from the OPG approach, and are somewhat higher than the ones that are obtained from the Hessian matrix approach, meaning that we are less likely to have a type 1 error here. Those are higher, those are more conservative. And if we apply it to significance testing, for instance, and calculate the p-values for all the approaches using the two-tailed z-test, we see how, for instance, in the sandwich estimator, the omega parameter ceases to be significant 5%, still significant 10% though. However, while the other z-stats go quite a bit down, reflecting the fact that these standard errors were probably underestimating true variance of the parameters due to either misspecification in case of the Hessian approach or small sample size due to the OPG approach. So the sandwich estimator is perhaps the robust approach, the go-to approach for maximum likelihood estimation covariance matrices, and it is the one that is used by default in many software applications. However, it is the most complicated of them all, as it requires knowing both of these and also combining them together. If you have less time on your hands and a large sample, the OPG approach is preferable. If your sample is small, but you trust that your model is indeed not prone to misspecification, if your model is correctly specified, then you can use the Hessian matrix approach. But as a good practice, if you are worried about either of those or both, then the sandwich method is the go-to approach. And that's all there is for the application of the sandwich covariance matrix estimation for maximum likelihood models. Please leave a like on this video if you found it helpful. In the comments below, I'm eager to see any further suggestions for videos you'd like me to record. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, and stay tuned.